without men, we can't meet the crisis that the church is in. We have to face the fact that men have been hemorrhaging from the church, and those that are there, many of them are missing in action. But even that, we need to go and say, why is this? And the clarity of the answer needs to take into account the fact that men don't feel like they have any opportunity or any influence on this culture. Men are essential. Why? Because as men, we have much greater influence than our wives and the women of the church on the value children place on spiritual things. A study done in Switzerland after the 1994 census clearly established that men have 12 times and as much as 22 times the impact on the value children place on spiritual things. So how can we expect to reach this generation that's been substantially isolated and alienated from the church without mature, godly men who exhibit a passionate, alive faith to the children and the next generation? It's been said that I teach what I know, but I reproduce what I am. That I am is the DNA of a changed life, and it starts with me. I have to be transformed into the image of Christ. We need to engage, first of all, with us as men in a relational dialogue that involves God. And we need to ask the questions that lead to the question that only God can answer. When we do that, then God enters into the dialogue with us, and men begin to know God. And knowing God is the primary evaluating or significant characteristic of a mature spiritual father. And what characterizes a spiritual father is that he knows God intimately. And that knowledge is at a deep level, the level of oneness, the level of spiritual intercourse. He's beginning to know God in His eternalness, His I amness, who is and was and is to come. But now this is the critical issue. He's reproducing the next generation of reproducers. Passionate followers of Christ who spill out Christ on everyone they meet.